Courtland Simmons with you here at the CS Racing Report with the Preakness Stakes Picks podcast, modified by the scratch of First Mission. He was the second choice on the morning line, could have been the favorite over Kentucky Derby winner MAGE for trainer Brad Cox, impressive winner of the Lexington Stakes. So he's out, but MAGE is still going to have to mow down 6 other opponents. And the question is going to be, off that sparkling 105 Beyer speed figure in the Kentucky Derby, can anyone match up with MAGE? How will the horses like MAGE, coming from behind in a race in which seems to have a moderate pace, how will they fare? Will they show a little bit more speed and then have a devastating finishing kick? MAGE obviously showed it in the Kentucky Derby with a speed figure that's marketably or significantly higher than the other come from behinders in here: Perform, Red Route 1, and Blazing Sevens. All three of them are kind of in the mid 80s to low 90s. Blazing Sevens with a 93, Red Route 1 92, and Perform, who has improved 20 points, he's still only at 85. Improved 11 points from his race previous to his allowance win at Tampa, and then 9 more points when dramatically winning over the Pimlico track, the Federico Tessio Stakes, for trainer Shug McGahee. He looks like he's improving, but will it be enough? Can he improve enough, or will MAGE dip in order to help and assist him in having a shot to win the Preakness Stakes? That's going to be the question. Or will MAGE run a huge race, and will either he, Blazing Sevens, or Red Route 1 run so well that they're able to basically topple the Derby winner? That is going to be the $1.65 million question, $1.65 million being the purse of the Preakness Stakes. Along with the front runners, that's another question we're going to ask. Can somebody do an Oxbow from 2013 and steal it on the front end between Coffee with Chris, a 20-to-1 shot out of the number 4, or the number 1 for Bob Baffert seeking to win his 8th Preakness with National Treasure? He disappointed under Tim Yakteen's care in the Santa Anita Derby. He's back with Baffert. He's been training aggressively. Is it enough? Can he last a mile and 3/16? That's going to be the question. Hence the picks. I believe MAGE is going to sit a good trip. I think he's going to show a little tactical speed, maybe even show more than expected, like he did when he ran from wire to wire in his maiden win when he broke his maiden. But he will hang back. He has a tendency to start slow. So I do think he'll basically progress into the race. It feels like he'll get first run on the other closers, but we'll have to wait and see that first 50 yards, how he and the others will do. But in terms of an upset special, someone being able to build an insurmountable lead that the closers will not be able to make up in terms of the deficit is National Treasure. He's my upset special. The 1, the 3, the 7, and the 5. You can flip the 3rd and 4th and go 1, 3, 5, 7 with Red Route 1 and Blazing Sevens being the tail end of your Superfecta there. Or you can take a swing with Perform as your second upset special or your primary upset pick. The number 6 for trainer Shug McGahee, the 6, the 3, the 1, the 5 beating MAGE, 6, 3, 1, 5. Or you can go 6, 1, 3, 7 with National Treasure second, MAGE third, and then Blazing Sevens filling out that super. 6, 3, 1, 5 or 6, 1, 3, 7 or 6, 1, 3, 5 with Red Route 1 filling out your Superfecta there. Then my final pick is the Derby winner. I think he's going to win that second jewel and have a shot at the Triple Crown at the Belmont Stakes by winning the Preakness, the 3, the 1, the 5, and the 6 with Perform on the tail end of that super, or 3, 1, 5, 7. Or you can go 3, 5, 1, 6, flipping the second and third. 3, 5, 1, 6, or 3, 5, 1, 7, once again using Blazing Sevens in either one of those 4 number scenarios. Or the final would be Blazing Sevens finishing second in this set of numbers, the 3, the 7, the 6, and the 1. Or the 3, the 7, and the 6, and the 5. Blazing Sevens comes from the barn of Chad Brown. Make a note of that. He won 2 Preaknesses with horses that won what would be normally final Kentucky Derby preps. They both bypassed the Preakness, Cloud Computing in 2017, early voting in 2022, just 12 months ago. They skipped their last preps, skipped the Kentucky Derby after running in what would normally be Derby preps to win the Preakness. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to go with that angle in betting on Blazing Sevens. I don't have him as a win bet, but I do have him as a final place horse behind MAGE 3761. So those are my picks for the second jewel of the Triple Crown, the Preakness Stakes from Pimlico Racecourse in Baltimore, Maryland.